Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, May 12th. You'll be interested to know. 100 years ago, today, in 1926, Roald Amundsen and Umberto Nobile completed a daring first flight over the North Pole in a dirigible, navigating icy skies and proving polar air travel was possible. Their successful airship expedition marked a major technological milestone, expanding human reach into polar regions and inspiring further exploration and aeronautical innovation. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning, it's looking fair with 3+ feet, waves rolling in from the southwest. Conditions are clean right now, but will shift to choppy by 1 p.m. as the wind picks up to 9 miles per hour. Expect the waves to hold around 2 to 4 feet later in the day, with onshore winds continuing. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 4-foot high tide, when the southwest swell is 2 feet at 15 seconds, and the sideshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first high tide on Tuesday will be 4 feet at 6:30 a.m., followed by a half-foot low tide just after 12:30. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 64 degrees for the water temperature. Wednesday offers clean conditions with waves at 2 to 3 feet throughout the day, but choppy conditions develop in the afternoon. Thursday sees a slight increase, with fair conditions holding steady at 2 to 4 feet and light winds. Friday builds further to 3+ feet, but choppy conditions return in the afternoon, making early sessions more favorable. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 62 degrees, with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:46, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:53. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog before 11 a.m., turning mostly cloudy, with a high near 63 and a light south-southwest breeze around 7 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 66. Tonight, expect cloudy skies with a low around 57 and calm winds around 5 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather, Wednesday will be mostly cloudy with a high near 63 and a light south-southwest wind up to 10 miles per hour. Then patchy fog develops after 11 p.m. with a low around 56. Thursday morning fog may linger before skies become mostly sunny with a high near 64 and lows in the upper 50s into Friday night. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the future of LA County General Hospital is taking shape. After more than a decade of planning and community outreach, LA County is finalizing its vision for redeveloping the historic General Hospital site. Centennial Partners, alongside developers Primestor and Bayspring, recently unveiled the project's draft master plan, showcasing a mixed-use campus with housing, retail, and community spaces. The billion-dollar redevelopment is expected to unfold over the next 15 years. Giovanna Araujo, the project's director, expressed excitement about advancing into a phase that turns vision into reality. Developers estimate the full redevelopment will cost between $700 million and $1 billion. Now on to sports. Trading card market sales reached record highs in April, driven by Cooper Flag and Pokemon. A pair of seven-figure private sales and a new all-time high for grading activity highlighted another impressive month for the trading card market. Sales Tracker Card Ladder recorded more than $616 million in online secondary market sales for the industry, marking the highest single month recorded by the tool since its reporting began in 2024. April's total is the fourth consecutive record month recorded by Card Ladder. Trading card grading also reached an all-time high in April, with more than 3.1 million cards graded by third-party authenticators. In local sports, the Dodgers are trying to turn things around tonight. They dropped Game 2 to the Giants 9-3 at Dodger Stadium, but Yoshinobu Yamamoto takes the mound at 7-10 for the rubber match. LA has been brutal at the plate. Just 3 runs last night, with Max Muncy providing the only real spark. The bigger concern is Shohei Ohtani, who is hitless in 19 of his last 37 at-bats. The good news: Mookie Betts is back after missing 6 weeks. That is a huge boost for an offense that has scored 3 runs or fewer in 9 of the last 12 games. Meanwhile, the Lakers' season came to an abrupt end. Oklahoma City swept the Western Conference semifinal with a 115-110 victory at Crypto.com Arena. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 35 points, and Chet Holmgren hit the dagger dunk with 32 seconds left. Austin Reeves led LA with 27 points, and LeBron James had 24 and 14 boards in what could be his final game. A tough way to end an unprecedented 23rd season for the NBA is all-time scoring leader. Over at the Kings, an era is over. Anze Kopitar hung up his skates after 2 decades as the franchise's all-time scoring leader with 1,316 points and 2 cuts. Drew Doughty is expressing interest in the captaincy as the Kings face a major offseason rebuild with the 17th overall pick coming in June. In top news, the world's highest-flying repo men are collecting Spirit Airlines jets. The company's collapse has triggered a mission to retrieve dozens of planes and deposit them in Arizona boneyards. The first call came to Bob Allen's phone at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on a Friday, instructing him to get the repo men ready. While Spirit Airlines was still operating, aircraft leasing firms were anxious to reclaim their bright yellow jets as Spirit barreled toward liquidation. Allen stated he had 6 hours to find 20 pilots. Nomadic Aviation Group quickly assembled a roster of pilots, most of whom had worked for Spirit, creating a WhatsApp group that swelled to 40 pilots. One pilot, who had just landed, asked, "Can I fly in shorts?" Giordano replied, "Not a problem," adding that they generally wear khakis and polos, but must adapt as needed. In business news, El Salvador's Bitcoin-loving president has allegedly frozen assets of local news outlet El Faro. The outlet has reported that assets tied to 2 of its shareholders, including bank accounts and property, have been frozen. El Faro maintains that President Nayib Bukele ordered this action as retaliation for its investigations into corruption within his administration. This alleged move is ironic, as Bukele has positioned himself as one of Bitcoin's most vocal advocates. Freezing bank accounts contradicts the cypherpunk philosophy that underpins the financial technology. Director Carlos Data called the measures political rather than fiscal, accusing the government of trying to silence critical voices. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at about $81,000. Ethereum is down 1% to about 2,000. And XRP is up 1% to $1.46. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. There is a reason your allergies are awful this year, and they are going to get worse. New types of pollen, and more of it, are in the air this spring season, thanks to climate change. Climate change is making your allergies worse by creating longer and more intense pollen seasons, according to research from scientists and physicians. Paul Beggs, an environmental health scientist, states, "We know that climate change is leading to greater amounts of pollen in the atmosphere." AccuWeather's 2026 United States allergy forecast predicts more high pollen days this year, driven by storms and temperature swings. Brett Anderson, a climate expert, adds, "The seasonal allergy season in America is expanding." And in entertainment news, Aaron Paul has joined the cast of Fallout Season 3. Details about his role are kept under wraps, while Annabelle O'Hagan and Dave Register have been promoted to series regulars on the Amazon Prime Video science fiction drama. The casting marks a reunion between Paul and executive producers Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, who cast the Breaking Bad star in the final season of their show Westworld. Created by Graham Wagner and Geneva Robertson Dworet, Fallout is based on the post-apocalyptic video game franchise. It takes place 200 years after a nuclear holocaust, when sheltered vault dwellers return to a violent wasteland. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the Norwegian explorer and scientist, Fridtjof Nansen. And he said, "The difficult is what takes a little time. The impossible is what takes a little longer." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.